Serve your custom needs. Higby Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higby.com or Higby Embroidery on Facebook. Higby Embroidery is a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award.
Back to Groove Field. Another beautiful, this tops our game at Wassiana on Tuesday when I said that was probably one of the better weather days. This by far is the best weather day we've had for baseball here in 2023 as the Rams take the field. On the mound will be the senior righty for Tinora, Eli Plasman. Plasman comes in with an ERA or overall record of 3-1, ERA of 2.63, 37 and a third innings pitched for Eli. He's allowed 24 runs, 14 earned runs. He's given up 37 hits, walked 13, and he has struck out 20. Defensively for the Rams, Dalton Wolfram. Dalton will be behind the plate for Tinora. At first base, Hunter Bosselman. Second base, who's done a fantastic job, this is his third start, is Mason McQuillan. Shortstop for the Rams is Caden Radzik. At third is Taryn Ward. In their outfield, the usual, Aiden Mosier in left, Grady Gusweiler in center, and Luke Harris is in right field for Tinora. Eli will be hitting for himself. He's actually DHing for Mason McQuillan. So McQuillan will be in the field. He just will not hit here tonight versus Bluffton. We said Mason, who's done a fantastic job out there in the field here in this. This will be his third start for Coach Renolette. Your David Frank weather. Not a cloud in the sky, 80 degrees, and for the second time in less than a couple weeks, there's no breeze here at Tinora High School, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Ray, for tuning in. We appreciate that. Watching from Kentucky. Ray, a graduate of Tinora High School. I think Ray was a couple years before me. I was at 87. Ray was 84, 80-ish. Not going to date us, Ray, but we're old. First pitch by Plasman, swung on, little shallow fly ball in the center field. Gusweiler calls off Radzik. And you're going to get to have a chance to introduce the number one hitter, Landon Wooster. Came in batting .320 on the season, so that's the first out. Quinn Eaches steps in. Eaches, .279 with 4 runs batted in. Senior Plasman winds it up. First pitch to Quinn Eaches is a ball.
I'm putting my money in a cup holder.
Rams will be back here the next 2 days. 1-0 pitch. Swung right back off of Plasman's hip. Ricochets to Taryn Ward, and on with an infield single is Quinn Eaches. He just hit a laser off the right hip of Eli Plasman. Coach Renolette asked for time. He's going to go out and talk to Eli, but that was just a scorching line drive right back at Eli. He couldn't have a chance to even get out of the way. It hit him in the right hip. Coach Renolette out there asking Eli kind of pointing down where it hit him, so Eli obviously will be fine, I'm assuming, the rest of the way, but that's going to swell up as the game goes on. He's going to have a heck of a bruise tonight. They're going to take a couple warm-up pitches to make sure that Plasman's all right. The last thing that you want to do is lose a starting pitcher when you have games tomorrow versus Bryan, Saturday versus Miller City. Rams come back on Monday and Tuesday as well with games here at Groove Field. The rest of the Rams schedule is at home. Their sectional semifinals actually will be here at home before they move on to Defiance High School in the districts. We're hoping. Runner at first is Eachus. Plasman comes set. Pitches lined into left field between third and short. Brandon Jordan with a single. Eachus stops at second. We got Jacob Granger. Granger, the number 4 hitter, is the first baseman. 328 with 14 runs batted in for Granger. Bluffton 2 on with 1 out here in the top of inning number 1. Plasman comes set. First pitch. Little off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Popped out of the glove of Dalton Wolfram. He retrieves it. Runners do not advance. Eachus leads from second. Jordan leads from first. Throw over. Bosselman going to call a balk on the play, so the runners are going to move up. Eachus goes to third. Base, they're going to say the base wasn't occupied, and when he threw over to first base, so that's what Coach Reynolds saying. He cut in behind him. They're saying that Eli threw to a base that was not occupied. So the runners move up. Eachus to third, and Jordan will be down at first or second. Granger at the plate they're going to review it. The two the home plate umpire and the field umpire are getting together. They're going to call him. Now they're going to reverse him, which Coach Renolette is correct. The base was not occupied. Then Bosselman snuck in behind the runner, and Plasman stepped off and threw over to first base. So in theory, the base was occupied as Bosselman slid in behind the runner on the throw. Count to Jacob Granger is no balls and 1 strike. Plasman comes set. First pitch hit right back to Eli. He goes to second. Redzik steps on the bag, throws over to first base for the twin killing. 1-6-3 on the put out, and just like that, the Bluffton rally is snuffed for Bluffton in the inning. No runs. They get back-to-back hits. No Ram errors, and 2 were left on base. After a half inning of play here at Tinora High School's Groove Field, it's the Bluffton Pirates 0, and the Tinora Rams are coming to bat.
Have your hair and nails gotten out of control over the past few months? Cut and Polish Salon of Defiance is your local salon to get all pampered up. Cut and Polish Salon offers a vast range of quality services, including haircuts, highlights, specialty coloring, waxing, manicures, and pedicures. Please schedule a visit at their fun, relaxing salon where you can be sure that all of your hair and nail needs are a top priority. Cut and Polish Hair and Nail Salon is located at 413 Hopkins Street in Defiance. Be sure to book your appointment today by calling 419-576-5087 or do your booking online by visiting their Facebook page. Cut and Polish Salon says, remember, it's all fun and games until someone breaks a nail. Cut and Polish Salon is a proud supporter of Tinora Rams Live.
Back at Groove Field, Bluffton had back-to-back hits, and for a split second here, they had runners at second and third, but the umpires got the call right, moving the base runners back. But Jacob Granger grounded back to Plasman, and Eli was ready for that. He was, as soon as the ball came back, he almost was ready before the ball got there, turned a nice 1-6-3 double play to end the Bluffton threat. On the mound for Bluffton is Brandon Jordan. He's 3-1, ERA of 2.90, 19 in the third. Sometimes I can't read my own writing. 19 in the third innings pitched. 11 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned runs. He's walked 11, and he has struck out 22 batters. Behind the plate is Kerry Wright. Jacob Granger's at first. Gavin Bogart is at second. Quinn Eachus is at short. Evan Spiker is at third. Garrett Bogart is in left. Landon Wooster is in center. And Brody Anderson is in right. Your DH is Luke Johnson. He is hitting for the third baseman, Spiker. Rams' first three batters is the usual. Hayden Mosier, Caden Radzik, and Dalton Wolfram will be the first three to face Brandon Jordan, with the game being moved back from 5 to 5:30 with the long bus trip, and it was even delayed a little bit longer because of busing problems for Bluffton. When I got here, Coach Renalette's out there mowing the grass. so we are killing time, hopped on the mower, and actually mowed the entire outfield when I was here. So not only does he coach, he's also the groundskeeper here at Grove Field. And meanwhile, we'll get this pitch in as Johnson comes set. First pitch to Mosier. It's a little bit outside, ball one. Aiden, 286, 4 RBIs with 16 stolen bases on the year. When Coach Renolette is out there mowing the grass earlier, Johnson winds it up, throws pitch, is outside ball two. You see those golfing videos where the guy's picking up golf balls in the golf cart and the guys that are shagging the golf balls are trying to hit the guy in the golf cart. 2-0 pitch is just misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Seems like we have we're 2-1. Missed a strike there.
Not many days out here where you'll see the flag.
2-1 pitch to Mosier, swung on, hit shortstop side. Eachus up with it, throws across in time to get Mosier. 6-3 on the putout for out number one is going to bring up Caden Radzik. 391 for Caden. 21 runs batted in and 14 stolen bases, but the Rams are taking batting practice while BR is out there cutting the grass. I know Taryn Ward whistled a liner right in front of him. At one time, BR had to hit the brakes on the mower, but that's as close as the boys came to hitting their head coach. First pitch from Jordan to Radzik is ball one. Strike. I'm going to have to pay attention to this guy's strike call. No balls and 1 strike to Caden. Brandon Jordan winds up. Pitches high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jordan's 1-1 to Radzik. Low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Brian Golden Bears here tomorrow. The Lady Rams sectional finals will be held next door. Kaylee will have that game for you. 2-1 pitch to Radzik inside. Caden smashes it right at the left fielder, Garrett Bogart. Bogart came in almost a step too soon. Had to reach back to snag the liner off the bat of Radzik head high. That's out number 2. Dalton Wolfram checks in. 397 for Dalton. 20 runs batted in and 17 steals for Dalton. First pitch is a strike. You'll have to slide over so I can see the strikes. Yes, he does. Pitch up and in, leans Dalton back. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of inning number 1 here at Tinora High School. A late start tonight. No score. Brandon Jordan's pitch. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to the Rams catcher, Dalton Wolfram. Jordan's 2-1 to Dalton. Inside ball 3. Dalton definitely one of the more exciting players on the Rams team when he gets on the base paths. He's not going to be afraid to steal second or third base, as we've seen many times here in the last 2 weeks. Jordan's 3-1 pitch. Strike called. Count is full to Dalton Wolfram. Taryn Ward awaits on deck. Brandon Jordan winds it up. Full count pitch. Wolfram with a little soft liner at the second baseman, Gavin Bogart. Bogart snags it to win the Rams inning. In the inning for Tinora, they go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors for Bluffton. No Rams left on base. After 1 inning of play here at Grove Field, here at Tinora High School, we are scoreless. After 1.
Is your business looking for someone to take the day-to-day worries of your bookkeeping off your mind? Weber Bookkeeping Solutions of Defiance is here to help. With over 5 years of small business bookkeeping experience and 7 years in banking, you can be confident that your books are in the right hands with Jenny Weber. Let Weber Bookkeeping Solutions handle the monthly tracking and reports so that you can focus on your business goals. Contact Jenny at 419-956-1273, and you can also visit her on Facebook or at weberbookkeeping.com.
Back at Tinora High School, we head to the top of inning number 2, 5, 6, and 7 for the Pirates of Bluffton. Kerry Wright, Luke Jepson, and Garrett Bogart to face Eli Plasman. We'll have to watch Eli as the game progresses. Took the, I think it's second or third pitch he threw, the liner off the bat of Quinn Eaches off of his right hip. Luckily for Eli, it's a very warm day here at Tinora High School. Actually pitching on the turf, it makes it probably at about 5 degrees to the air temperature. So air temperature is 80. It's probably 85 out there on the mound for Eli and the Rams. First really warm day we've had here since we've had the turf.
Now batting number 3, the catcher, Kerry Wright.
I was trying to get the softball score. Lady Rams are actually playing at Napoleon today in like a tournament tune-up game, and both teams have game changer, and both teams are not scoring live. Similar here, Bluffton has game changer, and they're also not scoring the game live. Pitch to Plasman, or by Plasman, it's a strike. Kerry Wright at the plate, 267 with 14 runs batted in for Wright. Plasman winds it up. 0-1 pitch, swung on, fouled off down the left side, out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Plasman quickly ahead of the catcher for the Pirates, Kerry Wright. 0-2 pitch. Up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. No score here, top of the second inning. Kenton, thank you, Kenton. Rams are up 7-0. Appreciate that very much. Pitch is low. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mason getting the start at second again here tonight. Played fantastic so far in his last week of starts here. 2-2 pitch coming. Smash third base side by the diving Taryn Ward into left field for a base hit. Mosier scoops it up, fires it into Radzik, but not before Kerry Wright.
Batting for the Pirates, number 20,
Puts the
designated
Pirates leadoff hitter on base with the smash. That's the third hit for the Pirates through 1 full inning. So Luke Jepson steps in. Jepson bats from the right side. Throw over, back safely is Wright. Just one senior on the Bluffton baseball team. Plasman throws over again, back with a dive. Is Wright safely? Yes, thank you, Kenton. Keep us up to date. 7-0 Lady Rams over at bunt. Back to Plasman. Actually, Wolfram fields it. He calls off Plasman and throws over to Bosselman at first base. Sacrifice is good. Kerry Wright goes down to second for Bluffton.
Plate number 1.
2-3 on the putout for out number 1. Sacrifice by Luke Jepson. Gets the runner down to second base. Going to bring up the number 7 hitter, the left fielder, Garrett Bogart. Garrett Bogart and Gavin Bogart wear numbers 1 and 2. Assuming, obviously, they're twins, kind of similar to the Groobs. Marcus and Max also wore numbers 1 and 2 when they were here at Tinora. First pitch is called a strike to Garrett Bogart. Gavin is on deck. Runner at second, 1 out. Kerry Wright with the lead. Plasman comes set. Pitch outside and high. Winds finally picks up a bit here. Breeze is blowing about 6-7 miles an hour. Enough to get the flag moving out there. Plasman's 1-1. Stays up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one. Sounded like it was foul tipped into the glove. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here. Top of inning number 2. No score. Actually didn't write the Time of the first pitch down, I was going to guess it's probably around 5:50. Pitch just misses the outside corner. We have a tight strike zone here tonight. Normally during high school baseball, you get about 6-8 inches on either side. 3-2 pitch coming to Bogart. Hits it third base side. Radzik deep in the hole. Fields it. Has no throw. Infield single for Gavin Bogart.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Gavin Bogart.
Or Garrett Bogart. So Gavin steps in. Garrett's on first. Gavin steps into the box. 2-0-4 for Gavin. 4 runs batted in. Kerry Wright's at second. Garrett Bogart's on at first. No score here. Pirates threatening for the second straight inning. Tries to bunt it. Bunts it foul. First base side. Hit Dalton Wolfram. Bosselman comes in and checks on the Rams catcher. Make sure he's all right. Dalton's a tough cookie. It's going to take a lot to get him out of the game. All-state wrestler again for Dalton. Fantastic wrestling career. Plasman's pitch swung on, or actually bunted and missed. Strike called. 1 out. Runners at first and second for Bluffton. No balls and 2 strike to the batter, Gavin Bogart. Garrett Bogart is on at first, and Kerry Wright is on at second. Plasman gets the sign from Dalton Wolfram, checks the runner second, comes set, pitch outside corner, strike called. Strikeout for Eli Plasman. That's a huge out for number 2 here in the inning, and Plasman didn't get the corner on the couple other pitches, but he got that one called. Number 9 hitter, Brody Anderson steps in. Anderson 136 on the season with 2 runs batted in. Anderson playing in right field. First pitch is swung on and missed. Batting average is .274 for the Pirates of Bluffton. Plasman, long look in, gets the sign, comes set, throws over to first base. Bosselman throw, gets behind Hunter, goes all the way to the fence. Kerry Wright rounds third. He's going to try and score. Throw in, is not in time. Bluffton with a unearned run here on a throwing error. Scores Kerry Wright. Hustling all the way over to third is Garrett Bogart. So error on the throw, E1. Advances the runners and gives Bluffton a 1-0 lead. Rams tried that play earlier in the first. Actually, it was called a balk initially, and they reversed the call. Rams tried it again. Plasman with Bosselman trying to sneak in behind the runner. The throw went just a little awry, scoring the Pirate from second base. 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. I'm not sure with 2 outs and the number 9 hitter batting 136, you really actually want to try that play, but live and learn. 0-2 pitch. Just a bit inside. Looked to be in the same spot as the pitch that Gavin Bogart was called out on. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at third for Bluffton. Pitch outside. Misses the outside corner. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the second inning. Pirates with 1 run on 4 hits have a 1-0 lead over the Rams. Plasman's 2-2 pitch. Swung on, high pop, first base side. Bosselman hustles over there, calls for it, makes the play to retire Brody Anderson in foul territory. Fly out to the first baseman, ends the inning, but 1 run for the Pirates of Bluffton in the innings. They do so with 2 base hits, 1 Ram error, and a runner left on base after inning and a half here at Groove Field. Pirates of Bluffton 1 and the Tinora Rams 0.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Back here at Grube Field, Pirates with a unearned run in inning number 2 have a 1-0 lead over the Rams here at home. For Tinora, to the plate, 4, 5, and 6. Ward, Harris, and Bosselman to face Brandon Jordan. First pitch to Ward, swung on. Fouled back out of play. Taryn comes in, batting at .298 with 13 runs batted in.
Go team.
Pitch. Not a bit inside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Pitch to Ward is low, gets behind the catcher. 2 balls and 1 strike. 80 degrees here at Grove Field on your David Frank weather forecast. 2-1 pitch coming to Taryn Ward. Swung on and missed. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. About close to an hour late getting started here tonight. Jordan's 2-2 to Ward. Hammers it in the gap. That hits perfectly. Takes 1 hop off the wall. Ward hits first. He hits second. He's going to try for 3. Here comes the throw. Ward head first dive. Out at third. Perfect throw to get Taryn Ward gunned down at third. Ward hit the gap, 1 hop the wall. So Ward with a double gets thrown out on a nice relay from the center fielder, hit the shortstop, fired over to Spiker at third, who put the tag on Ward for the first out of the inning. Luke Harris steps in. Luke 305 with 10 runs batted in. First pitch is a strike. Harrison back to his normal spot in right field.
Well, regardless.
0-1.
Try to get a triple on the left side of the field.
Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on. Harris fouls it back. One of those kind of unwritten baseball rules you hear about. Never make the first out at third base. But Ward gave it a ride for sure. Pitches outside, hits to the backstop. 2 balls and 1 strike. I think even after Ward was called out of third, BR said, my fault, my fault. Pitches inside, 3 balls and a strike to Rams right fielder Luke Harris. Hunter Bosselman on deck.
We already pulled that. We let him know we had.
Brandon Jordan's pitch swung on, fouled off first base side. Out of play. Brian Golden Bears here tomorrow, Saturday. Miller City Wildcats are here, and Rams are here next Monday and Tuesday. I know Archibald's one of those games. I forget the Delta. I think it's Delta. Delta's Monday and Archibald's Tuesday. 3-2 pitch inside. Harris draws a 1-out walk. So Luke heads down to first base. And then Friday, the Rams will play here versus the winner of Ottawa Hills and Delta. So with any luck, the Rams will play Delta in back-to-back games. It'll take a small miracle, but miracles do happen.
Right.
Pitch is high to Bosselman. Bosselman, 283 with 13 runs batted in. Hunter, over the last 3 weeks, probably raised his batting average close to 90 to 100 points. Jordan comes set. Pitch is high. Throw down to first base. Harris dives back safely. 2 balls and no strikes to the Rams first baseman, Hunter Bosselman. 1-0 Pirates as the Rams bat here in the bottom of the second. Jordan comes set, looks at the runner. 2-0 pitch to Bosselman, inside, ball 3. I was watching some of the pregame, I guess not pregame, preview of the tournament coming up in Division 3. 3-0 pitch. Just a bit inside. I guess it is a strike called. John has more pace in keeping scoreboard than I would. 3 balls and 1 strike to Bosselman.
I couldn't remember who you
Here comes the 3-1. Hunter drills at center field. Back goes the center fielder. Turns again. Wooster puts the glove up and makes a nice spinning catch. Harris has to scamper back to first base, which he does. Bosselman gave it a ride. Landon Wooster turned, kept going. Looked to be over his head, put the glove up and made a nice running catch. But listening to the Division 3 preview, whoever was doing that pretty much gave the Rams no chance against Ottawa Hills. So kind of bulletin board material there for the boys. There goes Harris. Throw down. Not in time. The ball gets away from Eachus down at second. So stolen base by Harris puts him down at second. Pitch to Bosselman pitch to Plasman was a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Eli. Can help himself here. Harris is at second with 2 outs. Jordan's pitch swung on and missed by Plasman. Eli quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 2 here at Grove Field. Rams trail 1-0. The unearned run by the Pirates. Pitch is up and in. Ball 1.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Which kind of surprised me. That's weird. Yeah. I remember my brother. It was.
Pitch, Plasman puts the ball in play. High fly ball to left field. Garrett Bogart just back, puts it away to retire Plasman and the Rams. In the inning for Tinora, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Rams leave 1 on at second base. After 2 innings of play here at Tinora High School, it is Bluffton 1 and the Tinora Rams nothing.
Okolona Tavern, located in downtown Okolona, is the home of the famous Okie Tavern wings. Stop in after the game and get some delicious wings, burgers, fries, onion rings, and enjoy an ice cold beverage while talking about the game. Hours of operation are Tuesday to Sunday, opening at 4 p.m. Check out the Okolona Tavern on Facebook for a menu before you head out. Mexican food specials every Thursday and Sunday. The Okolona Tavern, a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TinoraRams.com.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Top of inning 3 we go here at Grove Field. Beautiful day, nice, fantastic Thursday evening here at Tinora High School. Pirates with a 1-0 lead over the Rams. They scored a unearned run in inning number 2 for the Pirates. Top of the lineup, 1, 2, and 3, Wooster, Eachus, and Jordan to face Eli Plasman. Landon Wooster flied out to Grady Gusweiler in center, his first plate appearance. 320 with 10 runs batted in for Wooster.
I think I noticed that.
Lady Rams up 7-0 over at Napoleon in their tune-up game. Supposed to rain tomorrow.
Yep.
Have to check the forecast into the afternoon, which I'll do that here in a split second. Plasman comes set, winds it up. First pitch drilled into center field, right at Grady Gusweiler. Grady, couple steps in, snared the liner head high off the bat of Wooster. Back-to-back outs to center field. We'll bring up Quinn Eachus. Eachus sent a screaming liner off the right hip of Eli Plasman. in the first inning.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Plasman winds it up. First pitch to Eachus. Off-speed pitch. Little shallow fly ball into center field right at Grady Gusweiler. Back-to-back putouts for the Rams center fielder. But Plasman has shown no effects of the liner now. Now ask Eli that tomorrow morning when he gets up for school. Maybe a completely different story.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it does. Brandon Jordan steps in. First pitch is a strike, as John says. It also helps being extremely young. Now, if that would happen to one of us, we'd be down for a week. One pitch. Off-speed pitch is fouled off first base side, out of play. Plasman quickly ahead of Brandon Jordan. No balls and 2 strikes.
No,
hourly forecast.
They were the reason for the
Plasman's pitch swung on, foul ball third base side. Ward giving chase over by the fence, just out of play. Karen would have had another 5 feet. He may have caught it. Showers tomorrow in the mid-afternoon hours. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's a good chance that the Lady Rams game tomorrow will be postponed today. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, first base side. Plasman off the mound. Bosselman throws over in time. Nice play by the Rams. Plasman let the ball go by him. He jetted right to first base. Bosselman came up, scooped it up, flipped it over to Plasman, covering the bag for out number 3. Great play by the Rams. 1-3 on the putout to end the Pirate third inning. No runs for Bluffton. No hits, no errors, and nobody left. Heading to the bottom of the third inning here on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard, it is Bluffton 1 and the Tinora Rams nothing.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season. Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Bottom of the third we go for the Rams. 8-9-1 to face the right-hander, Brandon Jordan. Jordan, the junior righty, has pitched fantastic for the first 2 innings, allowing just 1 hit. That was a Taryn Ward double that he tried to turn into a triple. He was thrown out at third base to lead off last inning. That's the only hit so far for the Rams. B.J. Morlock, Grady Gusweiler, and Aiden Mosier will be your initial 3 to face Jordan. For BJ, coming in hitting 115 on the season. First pitch to BJ is inside. Went down to get the lineups. Usually Coach BR has them up here when we get here. He's a little bit late in doing so I went down to get the lineups. 1-0 pitch. That's low. 2 balls and a strike. And I run into one of my classmates, Jenna Morlock. I talked to Jenna for about 10 minutes. Nice conversation with her. 2-0 pitch. And side corner strike. 1 called. 2 balls and 1 strike to BJ.
Oh my gosh.
Pitch is high. 3 balls and a strike to the Rams DH, BJ Morlock. BJ's hitting for the Tinora second baseman, Mason McQuillan. Jordan's 3-1. Morlock drills it into right field. BJ took it the opposite way. Hit it between the first and second baseman for a base hit. So Morlock starts the Rams third with a base hit. Grady Gusweiler steps in. Grady, 286 on the season, 7 runs batted in with 7 stolen bases. And for Grady, second in walks on the team with 13 this season.
I mean, I could tell his writing.
Pitch is outside, ball one.
Text messages don't tell me who they're from.
Bottom of the third, Rams trail 1-0.
Oh, to this day, he is. That
Pitch to Grady is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. So the Rams next Friday will be here versus the Ottawa Hills Delta winner in the sectional finals. 5 o'clock.
he does.
Pitch is up and in, 3 balls and no strikes to Grady. That if you're coming to watch that day, you have to buy a ticket. You have to buy those online. Not sure the price. $8-10 probably. George's 3-0. Strike called to Grady Gusweiler. 3 balls and 1 strike. BJ Morlock won at first.
You got to experiment a little bit.
Nobody out. Jordan comes set his 3-1 to Grady. Inside.
Senior year.
Called strike 2.
He was a player of the year, not the freshman player.
Coach Renolette coaching at third and Coach Anders coaching at first for the Rams. Payoff pitch coming to Grady. Swung on and fouled back. Morlock was off with the pitch.
I brought him in earlier.
Since last Thursday when the Rams played Columbus Grove and I was infatuated with their stolen base total, the Rams have had 19 steals in the last week.
You start out on a high. It's hard to stay there.
3-2 pitch coming.
Yeah.
Grady, little blooper into center field. Center fielder comes on, makes a nice running catch. Wooster fires over to first base, not in time to get Morlock.
That's what it was doing.
So for the second time in the last couple games, Grady's robbed of a hit. That's the first out. Wooster on his horse come racing in. Caught it about knee high.
Now
Top of the lineup, Aiden Mosier grounded to shortstop his first time up.
who came in right after him?
First pitch to Aiden is outside. Ball 1. Mosier 286 with 16 stolen bases. 16 steals leads the Rams.
Oh, yeah. Chad Don's pocket.
Yeah, I was going to say there was somebody there for like
1-0 pitch to Aiden, way outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
He came in there for a while after.
Flag back to being limp here at Tinora High School. Was blown there for about half an
a
inning.
little bit. Him and Jeff Yenser, his boy, because Jeff was a part of the state.
Pitches outside. Back-to-back counts have gone 3-0. Jordan came back to get Grady. See what he does to Aiden.
Yeah, Tim was a hell of a ball player, but he.
Morlock still at first with the leadoff single. Mosier at the plate. 3 balls and no strikes to him.
Didn't get a hit.
Radzik on deck.
He would.
Pitch to Mosier. Strike called on the outside corner.
Okay. And
3-1 to Aiden.
out or something. First at bat, and then he couldn't get over it. It took him a while to get over it. But he was a hell of a fielder. He wasn't scared to get.
Pitch to Aiden is up and away. Ball 4. Mosier walks a walk. He heads down to first base. So Rams have runners at first and second. BJ Morlock at second. Aiden Mosier at first. Going to bring up Caden Radzik. Radzik, who leads the team in runs batted in with 21. 391 average. Flew out to left
Whatever happened.
to start the game. We're going to have a pitching change, so we'll be back with the pitching change, and we'll give you the names and numbers and changes right after this.
877-3111.
Back here at Groove Field, pitching change. Going to have Garrett Bogart come in from left field and take the mound, and Brandon Jackson will head from the mound to left field. Bogart comes in with a record of 0-2, ERA of 6.08. 12 and 2/3 innings, 14 hits, 13 runs, 11 earned runs. He's walked 12 and struck out 8. First pitch to Radzik, who squares around the bunt, brings the bat back, and it's ball one. As I talked to John and Bridget up here, I'm assuming that Brandon Jackson will be the starter for Bluffton in their sectional opener. 1-0 pitch coming. Radzik squares around the bunt again, brings the bat back. It's ball two outside. So Brandon Jordan probably had a pitch count coming into the game, and he reached that pitch count. And
In Texas for a year or
I
two.
think they went to the same place.
they opted to change. Radzik bunts at third base side. That's a beaut. That's going to be an infield single. Radzik put the bat on the ball, bunted at third base side. Garrett Bogart hopped off the mound, but all he could do is pick up the ball and eat it, so that's going to load the bases. B.J. Morlock goes down to third, Aiden Mosier goes down to second, and Caden Radzik is on with an infield single. Dalton Wolfram steps to the plate with one out, and the Rams trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch to Dalton is inside, strike call. Dalton flew out to left field his first time up. Dalton on the season, or actually he popped back to the second baseman, a little soft liner. 397 for Dalton on the season. Pitch swung on, hit right at the third baseman. He comes home for the force out. Catcher down to first base, not in time. So Spiker fielded it, fired home for the force out. So Morlock was the out at the plate for out number 2. Runners move up. Mosier down to third, Radzik down to second, and Wolfram on at first on the fielder's choice. 5-1 on that put out. Going to bring up Taryn Ward. Ward drilled one in the gap for a double. First plate appearance, breaking ball stays high. Ball one. Ward got a little bit greedy. Tried to make it into a leadoff triple. It took a perfect relay to get him, and the Pirates executed that relay and gunned them out at third base to start the second inning. 1-0 pitch is outside, ball 2. Said coming in, Garrett Bogart,
Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar.
ERA of 6.08. Walked 12 in 12 innings.
I know
Outside,
more,
ball 3. So if the Rams would be a little bit patient here, which Taryn Ward has worked the count to 3 balls and no strikes now.
No, I don't think he played any. Other than I'm pretty sure he played.
Garrett Bogart comes set, pitch to the plate.
I think, but I
Ball 4 low. Rams get their first run.
he was.
Aiden Mosier comes in. Ward trots down to first base on the walk. So Taryn gets an RBI on that. Runners move up. Radzik down to third. Wolfram down to second. Ward's on at first. That's going to bring up Luke Harris. Harris walked and stole a base in the second. Luke 305 on the season with 10 runs batted in. Bases full of Rams. 2 out. First pitch to Harris is a strike.
I think last year, and I think one is going to graduate this year. They're real big in.
Garrett Bogart on in relief of Brandon Jordan. Jordan went the first 2 1/3. Pitch drilled to right field. Right fielder goes back. It's overhead. That's going to clear the bases. Scoring is Radzik. Scoring is Wolfram. Here comes Ward. Bases clearing double for Luke Harris. Puts the Rams up 4-1.
To bat number 19, Hunter Bosson.
Harris drilled it in the right center gap. Scoring Radzik, Wolfram, and Ward. It's going to bring up Hunter Bossom and flew out to center his first time up. Runner at second. Luke Harris with the lead. Pitch by Garrett Bogart is a strike. Bosselman 283 on the season, coming in with 13 runs batted in. Pitch way outside. to Hunter. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bosselman at first base for the Rams. Hunter was the catcher Tuesday at Wauseon. Did a great job behind the plate. Him and Mason McQuillan. 1-1 pitch coming. Swung on, drilled to deep left field in foul territory. Over to make a nice leaping catch. Brandon Jackson. So Bosselman gave it a ride in foul territory. Jackson zoomed over there to put it away for out number 3. And the Rams, they do some damage here in the 3rd inning. They get 4 runs, 2 hits, no errors. And the Rams leave 1 on base. Luke Harris with a bases clearing double. Tinora 4. And Bluffton 1 after 3 here on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Signs Excavating of Defiance offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Signs Excavating can assist with general excavating services, demolition, and emergency repair work. From driveways to ditch cleaning to site prep, Signs Excavating is here to assist. Signs Trucking Service can also assist in any of your equipment hauling needs. They're located at 2147 State Route 66. Signs Excavating, family owned and operated since 1999. For any excavating needs, give Josh a call at 419-769-2290. And for your trucking needs, ring up Brad, 419-481-3738. Be sure to visit them online at signsexcavating.com or Signs Excavating on Facebook. Signs Excavating wishes all the best to the Tinora Rams athletes.
Back at Grube Field, Rams with a 4-1 lead now. Luke Harris with a big hit last inning. For Bluffton, 4, 5, and 6.
Up to the plate,
Jacob Granger,
21, Jacob Granger.
Kerry Wright, and Luke Jebson to face Eli Plasman. Lady Rams victorious over at Napoleon by a score of 10-0. Their sectional tune-up over the Wildcats went extremely well.
We have to roll over.
Skyley with a, I assume Skyley was on the mound for the shutout. First pitch from Plasman to Granger is a ball. Granger grounded into a double play in the first inning to end the inning. Bluffton had 2 runners on at the time. And a one-hopper back to Eli Plasman. He threw to Radzik. Radzik touched the base at second and fired on to Bosselman to complete the double play. 2 balls and no strikes here to Granger. Smashes that to Mosier, comes in, puts it away.
Up to the plate.
F7 on the putout for the first out here in the 4th. Kerry Wright's going to step in. Wright singled and scored in the 2nd. 276 on the season for Wright. So we may be here tomorrow with baseball, depending on the weather. Plasman's pitch, little ground ball, shortstop side. Radzik scoops it up, fires across. Wimpkin checks into the game. Just noticed that. So first baseman Trent Wimpkin
Jebson.
steps in for Hunter Bosselman. 6-3 on the putout. Luke Jebson steps in. Sacrifice bunt in the 2nd inning. 340 on the season for Jebson.
I was thinking you meant the innings before.
I was thinking you scored 4 there on that hit.
Weather, like we said, weather permitting, though, the field here can take rain. Obviously, turf infield with a grass outfield. Pitch is a ball to Luke Jebson, but next door, Lady Rams. That's the thing when you play in the tournament, sectional opener, you don't want to play your opening game in bad weather conditions. Pitch is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Rams lead 4-1 here in the top of the 4th. So if you're Coach Fairchild, who's playing Swanton for the 2nd time in a week, 1-1 pitch is low. 2 balls and 1 strike to the number 6 hitter, the DH, Luke Jebson. Last thing you want is to play your sectional finals in muddy, wet conditions.
I was coming here.
Pitch is drilled to center field. Gusweiler takes about 10 steps back, makes a nice running catch to retire Jebson for out number 3. In the 4th inning, the Bluffton Pirates go quickly. No runs, no hits, no Ram errors, and no Pirates left on base. After 3.5 innings of play here at Tinora High School's Grube Field, it's the Tinora Rams 4 and the Bluffton Pirates 1 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Getting better together is our goal for you and your family at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Here, we are focused on getting our patients to achieve long-term wellness just beyond short-term symptom relief. At Fairchild Family Chiropractic, we do this by working closely with you and personalizing each treatment plan. Now open and accepting new patients. Come see Dr. AJ Fairchild at 100 Stadium Drive. Call 419-576-5070 to schedule your appointment or book online at FairchildFamilyChiro.com. Dr. Fairchild, a proud Tinora alum, says go Rams. Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back here at Grube Field, Rams sent 8 batters to the plate last inning. They plated 4 runs on 2 hits. The big hit last inning was a bases-clearing double by Luke Harris. That was a 2-out double. So here in the bottom of the 4th, the only batter not to hit last inning will be coming to the plate, and that is Eli Plasman. 7, 8, 9, Plasman, Morlock, and Gusweiler to face Garrett Bogart. Bogart came in relief of Brandon Jackson last inning. Jackson pitched the first 2 1/3 innings, as we speculated. Jackson, probably coming into the game, had a pitch count that was set by head coach Casey Crandall. So once Jackson got within that pitch count, his day was going to be over, no matter if he had a no-hitter going or he was losing 10-0. More than likely, you said Jackson will be the starter for Jordan. I keep saying Jackson. Brandon Jordan will be the starter for Bluffton in their sectionals, which take place early next week. Eli Plasman steps in. 0 for 1, flew out to left field, his only plate appearance. 320 on the season for Eli with 8 runs batted in.
But you say that, and it's like...
First pitch coming to Plasman by Garrett Bogart is a strike. Beautiful Thursday here at Tinora High School, not a cloud in the sky.
We can't even get a buy it.
80 degrees. Pitch outside.
I almost...
Actually, for the last 3 days, I don't know if we've had a cloud in the sky here in Northwest Ohio. I don't think there was anything yesterday. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on, little blooper in the right field. Right fielder Anderson puts it away. Brody Anderson retires Plasman for the first out here in the 4th inning. Going to bring up B.J. Morlock. Morlock singled in the first inning, served the pitch into right field.
Best ball players I've seen.
BJ coming in was at 115. First pitch to him is ball. High and away. Garrett Bogart gets the sign, comes set. Pitch is outside, ball 2 to BJ Morlock, the Rams DH. BJ's hitting for second baseman Mason McQuillan.
He's one of those guys that played for the Tigers for 22 years. Never played with anybody else.
Garrett winds it up. Pitch outside. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to B.J. Morlock. On deck, Grady Gusweiler. 3-0 pitch coming to B.J. That's outside, ball 4. Morlock draws a 1-out walk.
Number 25.
Trots down to first base. Grady Gusweiler steps in. Grady, robbed of a hit in the 3rd inning, hit a little soft liner in the center field. The center fielder, Landon Mooster, came in, made a knee-high running catch to take a hit away from Grady. Second time this week Grady's been robbed of a hit. 286 on the season for Grady. 13 walks, 7 steals. Bogart steps off, fakes the throw over to first base, chases Morlock back. BJ on at first, bottom of the 4th inning. Rams with a 4-1 lead here at Grube Field. Pitch to Grady is strike on the inside corner.
I mean, my favorite player, though, was always Eric Davis.
Okay, yeah.
And then when Griffey came
Throw over, Morlock almost caught leaning back just ahead of the tag by first baseman Jacob Granger.
$4 million in the salary this year.
Really?
Yeah, he's been retired for...
0-1 pitch coming to Gusweiler.
Bobby Bonilla.
Pitches a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike.
All the way through, what was it? I think it's...
As soon as I mentioned mowing the grass, my allergies kicked in, so it must be throw back to first base. Morlock with the head first dive safely. So if you hear some sniffle in the background, it's just me.
I was born.
One ball, one strike to Grady. Strike two called.
Been a few years before,
See, you're Brooks 8. You're Brooks 8.
but he. I mean, I enjoyed.
One of those motor reflexes. You say mowing yard, and if you have allergies, like your allergies automatically kick in regardless if there's allergies in the air or not. Grady, the pitch hits him in the shoulder, so Grady trots down to first base after being hit by the pitch. B.J. Morlock trots down to second, and Grady's on at first. Top of the lineup is Aiden Mosier. Rams with runners on first and second with one out, leading 4-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Mosier 0 for 1, grounded to short in the first and walked and scored in the third.
On top of you, huh? We can't.
Mosier, sophomore, bats from the left side of the plate. Bogart comes set, fakes the throw to first. There's nobody on the base. Now that is a balk because that base was not occupied. BR, that's the first thing BR did was holler and point. Now here comes head coach Casey Crindle out. I don't know if he's going to talk to the field umpire, but that first base was not occupied, so that indeed was a balk. So BJ goes down to third, Grady goes down to second.
How you doing? Oh, you missed me, so you had to come back.
Aiden Mosier at the plate for Tinora. Still waiting his first pitch. It's all in a similar situation when the Rams were in the field with runners on first and second. Plasman stepped off and actually threw to first base. Hunter Bosselman snuck in behind the runner and was in the vicinity of the base. Was originally called a balk, and they reversed that. In this situation, the first baseman was playing in where the cut of the grass would be, and they faked the throw, pitched to Mosier as a strike. So in theory, first base was not occupied at the time. One of those little difficult rules. So I think it's just in high school baseball. I don't think. Suicide squeeze. Mosier gets the bunt down. Scoring is Morlock. Throw down to first. Not in time. Mosier with an RBI single. Ball gets away. Pitcher didn't really, he's kind of in no man's. He's chasing runners all over the place, but Mosier with an RBI single goes down to second. B.J. Morlock scored on the play. Grady Gusweiler went down to third. I think the Rams were trying to steal a run there. Mosier just darted for second, and the pitcher, Garrett Bogart, didn't know what to do with Grady at third.
You sure?
Yeah. Caden Radzik to the plate. Pitch to Caden as a strike. Caden, 391 on the season. Flew out in the first, singled and scored in the third. Rams lead 5-1 as they bat here in the bottom of the fourth. Runners at second and third. Another suicide squeeze. The pitch is hit right back to the pitcher. Bogart can't come up with it. It skips through his glove. Scoring on the play is Gusweiler. That's going to be an error on the play. So Radzik will get an RBI on the play. He's going to be down to first base, but that's an error on the pitcher. Kind of a one-hopper back to Bogart.
Thank you, dear.
And I think his head raised, and he was trying to see what he was going to do with the ball. And instead of watching the ball into his glove, it kind of went through his arms, and it wound up with a error on the play. So Radzik will be on at first, and we'll be back. So we'll have the pitching change, and we will do it right after this from Ben Stevens.
3111.
Getting better together is our goal for you and your family at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Here, we are focused on getting our patients to achieve long-term wellness just beyond short-term symptom relief. At Fairchild Family Chiropractic, we do this by working closely with you and personalizing each treatment plan. Now open and accepting new patients. Come see Dr. AJ Fairchild.
Well, that went quicker than I thought. Sorry about that, Dr. AJ. Had to cut you off, but new pitcher is Daniel Fredericks. So Fredericks comes in with an ERA of 9 in the third innings pitch. He's going to face Dalton Wolfram. Throw down to third as Radzik darts down to second. So Caden picks up the uncontested steal. For Caden, that's his 15th steal of the season. Pitch was a strike to Dalton Wolfram. Rams lead 6-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. 27 hits off Fredericks in that 9 in the third innings. 19 runs, 12 earned runs. Wolfram fouls it off. He's walked 3 and struck out 6. So 27 hits off Fredericks in 9 in the third innings. 6-1 here. Rams with runners at second and third with just 1 out. Dalton Wolfram at the plate. Pitch is way outside. Nice backhanded stop by Kerry Wright, the catcher for Bluffton.
It's always hoppy out and then long late.
Back-to-back suicide squeeze for the Tinora Rams, tuning up for turn of a play. 1-2 pitch to Wolfram outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Radzik at second, Mosier at third. Dalton Wolfram at the plate with a 2-2 count, 2 on, 1 out. David Redzik's the new pitcher. 2-2 pitch to Dalton. Swung on hit, shortstop side. Long throw over in time by Quinn Eaches. Scoring was Aiden Mosier with another run for the Rams. So fielder's choice on the ground ball by Wolfram. 6-3 put out for out number 2. Going to bring up Taryn Ward. Ward with a double in the second was thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple and walked and scored in the third. So for Dalton, picked up a run batted in. 18 run batted in for Dalton. Pitch to Taryn is inside. Ball 1. Rams with 4 in the third and 3 here in the fourth. They lead 7-1 over Bluffton.
2 outs up there.
Gonna get fired.
Pitch to Taryn outside, 2 balls, and that's the first time I've heard Ned today. Been kind of quiet down there.
That was Mr. Rutter.
Oh, was it? Coach Rutter down there. 2-0 pitch coming to Taryn Ward outside, ball 3. Daniel Fredericks, the third pitcher to work here for Bluffton. Fredericks comes set, looks at the runner Radzik at third. Pitch coming to Ward. Ward drills it off the glove of the third baseman. He retrieves it, and he cannot make a play. Ward with a smash off of Spiker's glove at third. That should be a hit and an RBI for Taryn Ward. We'll give Taryn a single with a run batted in. That was a smash. You're playing at third base, even with the bag, and you try and field that. That comes off the bat like a rocket. Luke Harris steps in. 8-1 now, Rams lead. Pitch outside. Ball 1 to Luke. Luke with a huge 3-run triple, or double. 3-run double in the third. 2 outs at that time. Drills it to center field. Back. Nice running catch out there. Landon Wooster. A couple nice catches out there for Wooster. Harris gives it a ride. Wooster caught up with it in right center field for out number 3. Rams do a little more damage here in the fourth inning for Tinora. They get 4 runs, and they do so with just 2 hits. No errors, and 1 left on base after 4 innings of play here at Tinora High School. It is the Tinora Rams 8 and the Bluffton Pirates 1 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. And we'll replay your ad, Dr. AJ, since we cut you off last inning.
Getting better together is our goal for you and your family at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Here, we are focused on getting our patients to achieve long-term wellness just beyond short-term symptom relief. At Fairchild Family Chiropractic, we do this by working closely with you and personalizing each treatment plan. Now open and accepting new patients. Come see Dr. AJ Fairchild at 100 Stadium Drive. Call 419-576-5070 to schedule your appointment or book online at fairchildfamilychiro.com. Dr. Fairchild, a proud Tinora alum, says go Rams. Clubhouse Pizza in Nay is your small-town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in Nay will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in Nay has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Nay. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza Nay are proud supporters of the Rams.
Back here, first pitch swung on, drilled deep, foul by Daniel Fredericks. Fredericks pinch hitting for Garrett Bogart. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch Plasman outside, 2 balls and a strike. Rams lead 8-1 over Bluffton. Pirates making the trip up. Probably about an hour, I would guess, on their bus trip.
There.
1-1 pitch. High fly ball. Center field. Gus Weiler loses the cap. Puts it away for out number 1. Grady quite
Up to the plate, number
active out
2,
there in center field today. 5 putouts in center for Gus Weiler today. Going to bring up the number 8 hitter, Gavin Bogart. Gavin struck out looking, his only plate appearance. First pitch swinging. This is a high fly ball to left field. Riley Peters out there makes a nice running catch. So Peters replaces Mosier, puts it away for out number 2. F7 on the putout. Number 9 hitter,
Okay, hold on.
Brody Anderson.
Hey, yo, brother. Where you been?
So Anderson steps in, 0 for 1, bats from the left side. First pitch by Plasman, a strike.
Hey, you're welcome, man.
We said earlier, just 1 senior on this Bluffton baseball team. And he's not in the starting lineup. Swung on and missed. Plasman quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Anderson, the sophomore. Plasman rocks, fires, swung on and missed. Down goes Anderson. Pirates of Bluffton go quickly. No runs, no hits, no Ram errors, nobody left on base. After 4.5 innings play here at Groove Field, Tinora 8 and Bluffton 1. We'll be back after this on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
The Firestone Tavern in Defiance is anything but basic. In 2021, the Firestone Tavern was voted to have the best pizza in the area. Now, in 2022, they've been voted as the best burgers around. Firestone Tavern is the area's go-to for wood-fired pizza, amazing appetizers, and so much more. Chef Aaron and his staff are here to serve nothing but the best. No plans after the big game? Stop out for ice-cold drinks and all the games on TV you can ask for. Our back room and patio are available for events like birthdays, corporate lunches, parties, and much, much more during the week, with a 25-person minimum. Located at 211 Carpenter Road at the Eagle Rock Golf Course. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Give the Firestone Tavern a call, 419-785-4015, or order online at firestonetavern.com. Firestone Tavern wishes the best to all the Tinora teams.
Back at Tinora High School, 8-1 Rams lead over the visiting Bluffton High School Pirates. Trent Lumpkin going to hit for Hunter Bossel. And actually, Trent came in to play first base 2 innings ago. And speaking of our sponsor there, the Firestone Tavern, now's a perfect time to head out to the Firestone Tavern. Sit out on that back patio. Watch all the golfers hit their balls into Coach Rutter's front yard. And but now's the time of the year to head out there. Have a couple drinks and fantastic burgers out there at Firestone Tavern. Actually got really good pizza as well. Kind of them and Drop Zone have been stealing each other's Pizza of the Year award the last 3 years. Pitch to Trent is outside, ball 1.
Like when you're running that.
Wimpkin, 333 on the season, has 1 hit and 3 at-bats for the senior Wimpkin.
It doesn't ever die. It always wins. Because it gets
Friedrich's 1-0 pitch inside.
so we got to pay attention.
2 balls and a strike to Wimpkin.
That's on my favor. That's our
2 years ago,
I got you thinking.
or 3 years ago now, Drop Zone had the best pizza by the Crescent News in their recent poll, which you can go online and vote in that right now. 2-0 pitch coming to Wimpkin. Inside. Strike 1 called. Last year, or 2 years ago, 2022,
Here it is hitting. No walks. No walks.
Firestone Tavern stole the Best Pizza Award back from Harold and Liz at Drop Zone. Inside, swung on and missed. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And last year's voting, 2023, Harold stole the Best Pizza Award back from Chef Aaron at Firestone Tavern. Swung on, little dribbler foul third base side. But Chef Aaron wasn't done. He got the Best Burger Award in the area last year. So he says, you can take my pizza award. Well, I'm going to take the burger award. You can't go wrong with either place's pizza, and you definitely can't go wrong with Chef Aaron and the burgers at Firestone Tavern. 2-2 pitch to Wimpkin, takes that one off the upper shoulder. So Trent go down, hit by a pitch. So Trent is down at first base. It's going to bring up Corbin Castile. Corbin on the season is just like Trent. He is hitting .333 and has 1 hit and 3 at-bats. Castile's done a heck of a job on the mound for Tinora in the last 3 weeks. Had a shutout here Saturday versus the state-ranked Patrick Henry Patriots. Went the distance. 7 innings of shutout ball, and Corbin really never was in trouble in the 7 innings he was on the mound. So Steele's hitting for Plasman. Throw over, back safely as Wimpkin. Fredericks' pitch. Outside corner, strike 1.
Corbin Castillo.
Corbin, senior right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. No balls and 1 strike pitch to Corbin outside. Count to Corbin is 1-1. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. The Rams lead 8-1. Wimpkin leads from first a little bit after 7 o'clock here at Grove Field. Pitch hammered third base side. Third baseman up with it. Fires down to second for the force relay. In time for the double play.
Plate number 5, BJ Morlock.
5-4-3 on the twin killing. So Castile hits into the double play. Going to bring up BJ Morlock. Morlock with a opposite field single in the 3rd and walked and scored in the 4th. Pitch inside, somehow missed. Somehow it missed BJ. Spun out of the way and like he had a bullseye on his back and somehow missed him. The junior righty Fredericks pitch. That one's a bullseye. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th. 8-1 Rams lead over Bluffton. Bluffton comes in from the Northwest Conference 11-11. Overall, Rams 15-4.
That was my guess.
2 balls and a strike to BJ, and I think I said it the last game on Tuesday at Waseon, and I'll say it again tonight. If Coach Renolette does not get the Coach of the Year award this season, he never will. 3 balls and 1 strike. To Rams designated hitter B.J. Morlock. Grady Gusweiler on deck. Fredericks 3-1 pitch to B.J. Morlock sends a deep fly ball to center field, but you hit it out there in center field, and Wooster's going to put it away for out number 3. Send anything out there in the area of Wooster, you're pretty much, unless you hit it over his head, you might as well head back to the third base side dugout. So Morlock gives it a ride. Unfortunately, hits it to Wooster in center in the inning for the Rams. No runs, no hits, no Bluffton errors, and 1 left on base. We're through 5 innings of play here at Sonora High School. Rams 8 and the Pirates 1 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance has been providing seamless and transparent real estate closings in Northwest Ohio for 27 years. From contract to closing, their experienced team of attorneys and title agents work with lenders, businesses, and individuals to meet their real estate needs. Call the office at 419-782-3334, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or visit them online at maumeetitle.com. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance wishes all the Tinora Rams athletes the best this season. Here comes more Tinora Rams sports action.
Plasman still on the mound for the Rams after taking like the 3rd pitch of the game off his right hip. He has stayed in the contest. Changes for the Rams. Connor Wolfram comes in. He moves into left field in place of Riley Peters. Peters goes to first base in place of Ty Wimpkin. Top of the order for the visiting Pirates of Bluffton. 1, 2, and 3 to face Plasman. Just 1 run on 4 hits for Bluffton. And they got those 4 hits, 2 each in the first 2 innings. Pirates have not had a hit since the 2nd inning. Plasman winds it up. First pitch is a ball to the center fielder, Landon Wooster. And Wooster's your perfect center fielder, kind of like the Rams' Grady Gusweiler. He's going to track anything and everything down that he can get his hands on. Plasman's 1-0 to Wooster. Strike called on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wooster is 0 for 2. Flew out both times to Grady in center field. Came in hitting .320. Plasman winds it up. His 1-1 pitch. Ground ball. Shortstop side. Radzik fields it, fires over to first base, and time to get Wooster. Is kind of chuckling because Taryn Ward cut in front of Radzik, kind of shielded him from the ball. Radzik put the glove on it and threw a rifle over there to Riley Peters at first for out number 1. 6-3 on the putout. Base is empty. Ooh. As Eaches steps in, he sends a liner into right center field just over the head of Mason McQuillan. So Eaches is on at first base for the Pirates, and just as I said, that's their first hit since the 2nd inning. Braden Jordan steps in, the number 3 hitter. Jordan started. He walked in the first and grounded back to Plasman in the 3rd. There goes the runner, swung on. Pitch is sent to center field. Gusweiler takes a couple steps back, and Grady puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting number.
Going to bring up the number 4 hitter, Jacob Granger.
Hey, look at the guys out there flying.
6th put out in center field for Grady today.
Oh, yeah. And I do. Yeah.
Runner on a first for Bluffton, 2 outs. They trail by 7 here in the top of the 6th. First pitch is a strike.
What'd you call him, a dumbass? Was that what you called him?
Yeah, basically.
That's cool, man.
Pitch outside.
Yep, they're free as the birds.
Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strikes.
How many birds you get?
Jacob Granger at the plate, 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play in the first. Comes in hitting .328. Pitch gets away from Bosselman. Throw down to second. Throw taken by McQuillan, but not before. Eaches is in.
And you get up there, and you would think
on the wild pitch. I don't think he was gone. It was not a stolen base.
not blowing in your ears. You can't hear anything.
So the Pirates have a runner at second with 2 outs. Plasman comes set. Pitch catches the outside corner. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jacob Granger. Carry right on deck for the Pirates.
Not up there long enough.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner a second. Plasman, off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Jacob Granger
That's 3, boys.
is the final out here in the 6th. Goes down swinging in the inning for Bluffton. No runs, 1 hit, no Ram errors, and the Pirates leave a runner on base for the first time since the 2nd inning. We're through 5.5 innings here at Group Field at Tinora High School. It is 8-1 Rams on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Looking for an opportunity where you can grow your career, be appreciated, and be an owner where you work? Did we say owner? Yes! MEC is an employee-owned company that is highly motivated and actively supports the communities in which our facilities are located. Mayville Engineering needs you. MEC is an employee-owned business where our focus is on our customers' success. MEC has been named the nation's #1 fabricator for 12 consecutive years in a survey published by the Fabricator magazine. Join the MEC family today. Full and part-time positions are available. $1,000 sign-on bonus, 401k, vacation and holiday pay, gain-sharing program, employee stock ownership, medical, dental, and vision insurance, short-term and long-term disability, and shift premiums for 2nd and 3rd shift. Visit our website, mecinc.com. Click on Careers or visit the 21 Seneca Street lobby at the Defiance location.
Back at Group Field, we're heading to the bottom of inning number 6. The Rams, with 4 in the 3rd and 4 in the 4th, have a 8-1 lead. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for Bluffton, and for Tinora, 8 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. 9, 1, and 2 for the Bluffton Pirates. Grady, 286 on the season. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th. Flew out to center in the 3rd. Grady squares around the bunt, bunts through the ball for a strike. Daniel Fredericks on in relief for his 3rd inning of work here. Brandon Jordan started, went the first 2 and a 3rd innings. Is relieved by Garrett Bogart. And now Daniel Fredericks is the 3rd pitcher to work. Pitch to Grady, off-speed pitch on the inside corner. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. To the Rams center fielder, Grady Gusweiler. Grady slaps it shortstop side. Shortstop bobbles it, picks it up, and throws to first base, not in time. Quinn Eaches, ground ball to Eaches. He bobbled it. Time he threw over to first base, not in time to get Gusweiler. That's an error on the shortstop. Top of the lineup will be Riley Peters. Peters hitting for Mosier. Gusweiler at first, throw in the dirt. Nice scoop over there by Jacob Granger. Grady, 7 stolen bases on the season, always a threat to go. We said in the last week, the Rams have all of a sudden wound up with 69, well, it's coming in 69 stolen bases. Ball gets away, throw it out to first base. Grady dives back in just ahead of the throw. For a second there, Grady was kind of caught in no man's land. The pitch was low in the dirt. Carry right to catcher, stopped it. It went to his left. He fired down to first base. Gusweiler with the head first dive. Huge lead over there by Grady at first. Now he takes a couple steps back towards the bag. Throw over. Grady slides back into the base safely. Rams lead 8-1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Get another step. Another step.
Frederick, pitch, there goes Grady. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. Huge jump by Grady. Peters fouled it back. Riley on the season for the Tinora Rams is batting .214, has 3 hits and 14 at-bats.
O'Reilly.
The junior righty, Daniel Fredericks, on the mound, comes set. His 1-1 pitch to Peters, fires over to first base, chases Grady back safely. We'll be back here tomorrow for baseball. Brian comes to visit
Good time for
in a non-conference game. And the Lady Rams sectional softball final will be next door versus Swanton. Ground ball, second base side. Gavin Bogart throws to second base just ahead of the sliding Grady Gusweiler. So the Pirates cut down the lead runner, Gusweiler at second for the first out of the inning. Peters on at first on the fielder's choice. Caden Radzik digs in. Radzik on the day flew out in the first, singled and scored in the third, and had a suicide squeeze sacrifice, getting an RBI in the fourth. First pitch to Radzik is a strike. Pitch outside. Ball one on deck for the Rams is Connor Wolfram. Connor hitting for Dalton Wolfram. Connor came in last inning to play in right field. Pitch to Radzik's up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Peters on at first. 2 balls and a strike to the Rams junior shortstop, Caden Radzik. Radzik 391 coming in. Led the team with 21 runs batted in. Pitch is low and outside. Nice stop by Kerry Wright. Picked up another RBI, so 22 runs batted in for Radzik. Caden also picked up his 15th stolen base.
Why do you make me have to hit you like that?
Well, you better shut up or else.
I said or else what, and I was picking myself up.
3-1 pitch coming to Radzik. Little spinner back to the mound, over to second base for the force out. Relay is not in time. That would have been a wooden bat that would have been broken in 2. So Radzik grounds back to the pitcher. 1-4 on the put out at second for out number 2. Peters is retired.
I was picking myself up off the floor.
It's going to bring up Connor Wolfram. So Connor hitting for Dalton Wolfram. Runner at first, Radzik. Pitch. A strike called. No balls and 1 strike, 2 outs here. Game started approximately 5:50. It was a 5:30 start time. Bluffton had busing problems. Had to wait for the bus to come back from their route, dropping off the students, pick up the baseball team, and make the long trip north here to Tinora High School.
The other brother was on his right hand. I was on his left, so at least I got his weaker
0-1 pitch coming to Connor Wolfram. Smashes it under the glove of the shortstop.
There you go. Good job, buddy.
Connor smashes it for a single into left field. We'll give Connor a single. Even a backhanded play for the shortstop. His only play would have been to get Radzik at second. He would have to turn and spin across his body.
That's a base hit.
Coach Rudder agrees. Thank you, Coach. Coach Rudder says base hit. 8-1 Rams. They have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Taryn Ward steps in. Ward's been on base every time. Well, he hasn't been on base every time. He swings and smashes it just foul third base side. Ward doubled in the second. Was thrown out in the third, trying to stretch it into a triple. He walked and scored in the third and singled on a suicide squeeze in the fourth. Runners lead from first and second. Fredericks comes set. His 0-1 pitch coming to Taryn Ward. Long look back at the runner. Ward asks for time and steps out. Fredericks was kind of just had his eyes on Radzik at second for about 5 seconds. Ward was like, give me a break, and asked for time, and it was granted. Pitch to Taryn. It's at third base side, foul again. No balls and 2 strikes to the Rams senior third baseman, Taryn Ward. Luke Harris on deck for Tinora.
I said, what'd you do? He said, I got up, got a towel, wiped myself off.
Providing the Rams win, we have a rough choice on our player of the game today. Pitch to Taryn, drills it into left field for a base hit. Radzik hits the bag at third. Here comes the throw to the plate. Here's the slide. Radzik is out at the plate. Nice throw by Brandon Jackson. One hopper cut down Radzik at the plate. In the inning for the Rams, that final play was 7-1 on the putout for Tinora. In the inning, no runs. And that was a hit there for Taryn Ward. So Ward with a single. Rams got 2 hits, 1 error, and Tinora leaves 1 on base, I believe. So after 6 innings of play here at Tinora High School is Tinora 8 and Bluffton 1 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. We'll be back right after this timeout from one of our fantastic sponsors here at Tinora Rams Live.
Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance has been providing seamless and transparent real estate closings in Northwest Ohio for 27 years. From contract to closing, their experienced team of attorneys and title agents work with lenders, businesses, and individuals to meet their real estate needs. Call the office at 419-782-3334, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or visit them online at maumeetitle.com. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance wishes all the Tinora Rams athletes the best this season.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TinoraRams.com.
Back here at Tinora High School, Eli Plasman trying to finish off the visiting Pirates of Bluffton, 5, 6, and 7. Kerry Wright, Luke Jepson, your scheduled hitters, and then Daniel Fredericks,
12 home runs.
your 3 hitters to face the senior righty, Eli Plasman. Plasman winds it up. His first pitch outside.
Come on, here it is. Hit it.
Ball 1.
Come on.
Osman behind the plate. Peters at first.
Here it is.
McCullen at second. Radzik at short. Ward at third. Outfield. Connor Wolfram in left. Kussweiler in center. And Harrison right. Pitch smashed right at Peters in left field. Unfortunately for Riley, he's got a plate on a hop. Kerry Wright with a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th for the Pirates. It's the second hit for Kerry Wright. Luke Jepson steps in. Jepson is 0 for 1, had a sacrifice bunt in the second, flew out to Kussweiler in center in the 4th. 340 coming in for Jepson. He swings at the first pitch. Skies it to Peters in left field. Peters camps underneath it, puts it away. Back to first base goes Kerry Wright. Out number 1.
There you go.
Pitcher will check in. Fredericks, the junior, who became the 3rd pitcher to work for the Pirates. Steps in from the right side of the plate. Runner at first.
Attaboy.
1 out. First pitch swung on and missed by Fredericks. Fredericks 269 on the season with 4 runs batted in. Plasman comes set. His pitch is drilled foul, third base side. No balls and 2 strikes. Plasman quickly ahead of Fredericks.
Hey, you're way ahead. What do you want to do with this one?
5 p.m. tomorrow, we'll have a doubleheader here. Rams on this field. Lady Rams tournament action next door.
There you go.
Ground ball into center field. Radzik dove, got a glove on it.
That's a good
Couldn't
pitch.
stop it. Kussweiler comes in to retrieve it, fires it back on the infield, but Fredericks with a smash back through the box. Puts runners at first and second.
That was a great pitch.
1 out. Going to bring up the number 8 hitter, Gavin Bogart.
Oh, nice. Rubber. Have you walked on this stuff? Oh, you need to go out. You go out after.
I've been on Defiance.
Well, it's the same. It's by the same.
Pitch is on the outside corner, strike. Plasman to Gavin Bogart. Runners lead from first and second. Pitch swung on, fouled back. 2 strikes. Plasman quickly ahead of Gavin Bogart. 0-2. 8-1 Rams here in the top of the 7th. Rams sniffing their 16th win. Pitch is high and away. Throw down to first base. Peters leaps high to snag the throw. Count to Gavin Bogart is 1-2.
I'm right here.
Plasman's 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, shortstop side. Razik up with it over to McQuillan at second. Relay to first, not in time. So Bogart is on at first on the fielder's choice.
Hey, close the deal right here.
Fredericks is out number 2 at second.
Anderson.
So runners at first and third. Kerry Wright's on at third. And Gavin Bogart is on at first. Brody Anderson steps in. Anderson, the number 9 hitter in right field. 136 coming in. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout his last at bat. There goes the runner. Throw down to second in time. McQuillan just did not slap the tag on the runner. Bosselman fired it down to second base. McQuillan took the throw.
Oh, Tim Boyle?
Just turned around and didn't put the tag.
That's a nice
pitch is skied on the infield. Plasman calls for it, goes back, comes back on top the mound, puts it away for out number 3. So Brody Anderson flies out to Plasman to end the game here at Tinora. In the inning for Bluffton, Pirates get no runs. They get 2 hits, no Ram errors, and the Pirates leave 2 on base. Final from Tinora High School. Rams with a 8-1 victory. We'll be back with the Bidlack Insurance and Investments post-game show, and we will do it right after this timeout from Tim Bidlack and friends.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Back here at Groove Field, Rams pick up win number 16 to go to 16-4 on the season. Pirates of Bluffton fall to 11-12. For Bluffton, 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors, and for the Rams, 8 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Rams did all their damage in the middle innings, scoring 4 runs in the 3rd and the 4th for their victory here at Groove Field. So Tinora, very impressive win. Eli Plasman goes the distance for the win. The loss will go to starter Brandon Jackson. He falls to 3-2. See you tomorrow, John. And Eli Plasman picks up the win. He improves to 4-1. Bluffton, they threatened in the first 2 innings, got 2 runners on in both innings. In the first inning, a double play off the bat of Jacob Granger. Nice play. Plasman turned the double play to Radzik to Bosselman, but story actually is Eli Plasman took the 3rd pitch of the game off the right hip. A line shot off the bat of Quinn Eachus, smoked Plasman in the hip. Plasman, no effects the rest of the way, came on to get the complete game victory. So Plasman moves to 4-1 on the season. Fantastic outing by Eli. So stay tuned. Coming up, we'll have the Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game, and we will do so right after this.
Higbee Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higbee and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School, as well as the Tri-County area, since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much more, Higbee Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higby Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higby.com or Higby Embroidery on Facebook. Higby Embroidery is a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TenoraRams.com.
Welcome back to Tinora High School, where the Rams are victorious by a score of 8-1 over the visiting Bluffton Pirates. Welcome to the Higby Embroidery Player of the Game. We said we had a tough choice here today. I'm going to give it to Taryn Ward, the Rams third baseman. Taryn was 3 for 3. Had a walk and 2 runs batted in, so your Higby Embroidery Player of the Game will go to Rams senior third baseman, Taryn Ward. Congratulations to Taryn. For the Rams, very impressive here today. All aspects of the game. Very sound, fundamentally sound baseball team for Tinora. So the Rams, 16-4. Who would have thought? At this point in the season, the Tinora Rams would be 16-4. Like I said, I'll start the campaign. I already started it. Your coach of the year in this area has to go to BR. Coach Renolette is an absolute magician. He would have said, and asked anybody, if the Tinora Rams at this point would be 16-4. I think they would have called you crazy. Absolutely, just nuts. So, very talented team the Rams have here. Fundamentally sound, great pitching, good defense, timely hitting. That's what wins you ball games. So, again, Rams back here tomorrow versus Bryan. Saturday, 11 a.m. versus Miller City. Monday versus Delta. Tuesday versus Archibald. And Friday back here, sectional semifinals versus the winner of Delta and Ottawa Hills. So thank you for joining us here today, this Thursday. Beautiful day for baseball. Thanks to our sponsors, BSN Sports, Weber Bookkeeping, Maumee Valley Title Agency, Clubhouse Pizza and A, Fairchild Family Chiropractic Center, Optimal Performance and Fitness, Drop Zone Pizzeria, Higby Embroidery, Signs Excavating, Firestone Tavern, Oklahoma Tavern, Northwest Ohio Sports, Patton Stevens Body Shop, Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters, Cut and Polished Hair and Nail Salon, Wooden Indian Pawn Shop, Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, Wiener Hill, Weber and Stanley Attorneys at Law, Postum Insurance and Investments, and finally, Mayfield Engineering. Get your looking for a job and you want to start your Mayfield career, start it today. $1,000 sign-on bonus. Just go to metcareers.com. You can search locations all over the Midwest, and 3 plants here in Defiance, Ohio. So if you're looking for a job, go down to the 21 Seneca Street lobby or go to metcareers.com. So thank you for tuning in. Again, final here from Group Field, Tinora 8 and the Bluffton Pirates 1. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to this exclusive presentation of Tinora Rams Sports. Be sure to tune in next time when we bring you more Rams action, and follow us online at TenoraRamsSportsAudio.com or on Twitter at Tinora Rams Audio.